Today I'm going to show you how I condition my couch. As you can see, I have windows and the sun shines in all day long. And this is a $2,800 leather sofa with down filling in the top of the cushions. And over the last 3 years, you can see this fading due to the UV rays. And it has made the couch, I'm worried about it cracking, and obviously it's lightened, but that isn't a problem because the whole thing has lightened a bit, but when you move the cushions and you see the difference, it kind of freaks you out that much change has taken place. So I went to a shoe repair place of leather and asked what he recommended. I asked about re-dyeing it, if that would help bring it back to its luster, and he said that would be really hard to match, and he suggested this Luxol leather conditioner. So I bought a little spray bottle. It was about $8-9, maybe, I can't remember exactly, but it was less than $12 for the bottle. It was probably a third of the size of this bottle, and I was able to do the entire couch about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it returned it to a nice color. This is still wet, but it will dry and look more like this over here. It's not quite as wet over here because I didn't need as much. The way they recommend it, and I also recommend, I did pour some on a cloth and wipe it on, and it really douses that one section, and you can see where I've sprayed a little bit more. It's a little darker in those areas, but when you spray it on, it kind of is a more even spray, and then you rub it with a cloth. So I just pour it into this little spray bottle, and I rub it with just a cut up a t-shirt. They say a soft cotton cloth, which is what I used. And the first time I did it, I didn't use gloves, but I think it's got tannins in it, and I kind of felt crappy afterwards. So I did put on gloves after the first little while last time. But after about a week, I realized that it was bleaching again, and the UV was making it lighter, and you can see it is lighter. It still is better up here. I haven't done this one yet with this new dose, but it was because the bottle wasn't enough last time. I ended up going online, and the cheapest place I was able to find it, including shipping, was Walmart.com. And it comes from a different company that when they ship it out, but it was on the Walmart.com website. I did check Amazon and price comparison places, but when I went into all of them and added in the shipping, it ended up being cheaper at them. Not by much, but it was. It took about 5-6 days to come in the box, and it did leak a little bit in the box. You can see the tape. They had taped the lid on. They taped it, and then they put it in a bag, and then they sent it in the box. And they did have Fragile this side up, so that was good, and it didn't leak a ton, but it did a little bit. So you can put it in a bigger spray bottle, but because the last bottle I bought was so small, I used the smaller bottle because I wasn't sure how much I would use of it. Knowing now how many times I'm going to have to do this to keep it up, I would probably use a bigger bottle. So up front, if you're going to have a big project like this, I think if it was something small like some boots or a saddle, I would probably go with a smaller bottle. But because it only lasted for a month or two, well, it is better than it was. So I can't say it only lasted for a month or two, but online when I was reading about people who conditioned furniture with it, they did say that they do it every month or so for a while to just keep it soft and pliable. And because it is receiving so much sun in my living room, I did plan on doing it more frequently. But I left this cushion off so you could see the huge and dramatic difference. Now, I did this one just a little while ago. It's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And you can see it's not back to the original, nor will it probably ever be, because I didn't do it for 4 years at all. If I had started right at the beginning doing it, I think it would have maintained its color. But, that's a pretty good color and condition out of not having done anything for 4 years and then coating it twice. It will lighten up a little bit because you know, I just did it a couple hours ago, but it did maintain that level for a while. I think if I continue to do it regularly, once every couple of weeks for a little while, and then once a month after that for a couple of months, I think it will probably stay in better condition, especially with the amount of sun that it does get. But I just wanted to show you this product because I was actually really impressed with it, and it remains subtle and soft, and it doesn't have a bad smell. I was kind of worried about a stinky smell, but it actually hasn't had a bad smell. You can see it's still very soft and subtle, and the color looks good. And I think, and you can see I did this one second, it's a little bit darker than that one. And it will lighten up a little bit more than that when it dries, but it says that several light coats is better than one heavy coat, and I think I have to agree with that. So after I finish this last cushion, then I go around and I'll do the whole couch itself. But I am going to probably get a bigger spray bottle. That one leaves a bit of a circular spray pattern, and I think any spray bottle you use will leave a spray pattern. But for the amount of how expensive this couch is, you know, I was worried about it cracking, and I think this will be the solution to that. And it will probably cost me maybe, you know, $30 to $50 a year to maintain it, but it is a pretty classic couch and will last for a lot of years. But I regret that I didn't start sooner and research it a little bit sooner. So if you buy a leather couch and you have it in a sunny location, a cabin or in a room that has a lot of windows, I would highly recommend this Lexol leather conditioner. Don't get the cleaner. There's a bottle that looks the same. It has the same name, Lexol, but it's a cleaner. So make sure you get the conditioner. It's a great product, and I really have been impressed with it, and I don't have too many recommendations on products on my site, but my blog is thesecretisgratitude.com, and you can go on there, go to the bottom and type in leather conditioner, and the 2 posts that I've done on this will show up, and you can look at the pictures and the difference and see as I update it what I have found, and I'll probably try and update that and add pictures as I go and show you how well it stays, the color stays, and how long. Anyway, I really like the product, and I like how it makes my couch look and feel.